So you guys are really, laying down an identity as a defensive juggernaut here in these past 9 games. What do you make of it?
I think everybody's had a little pride to themselves. After those first three losses, we realized we had to pick up on our defense, and it's kind of started with Scottie. Scottie's playing at a first-team all-defense level, and he's kind of bringing us along with him. And I've been trying to kind of be right there with him.
I just looked it up, and in terms of assists per 36 minutes, because obviously you come off the bench, you don't play 36 all the time, but you're second behind Jokic in the NBA in assists per 36 minutes. What's got into that? It's pretty impressive.
Just finding a hot hand, man. I think it's pretty easy once I come in. You know who's hot, you know who's not, and you know where the ball needs to go. Most of the time that I sub in, BI's probably just about hit his first shot.
True.
And then I probably just go straight to him every time. And then I let him create out of it a little bit, and then I kind of try to attack closeouts and do things of that nature. But, it's pretty easy once you already know and you've kind of seen the game that develop a little bit.
Speaking of BI, what was the reaction like on the bench when he had that dunk? Because I don't think you guys have seen him do that,
I was in
right?
the game.
Oh, you were in the game? Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
I had my hands on my head. I was like, oh, my goodness. It was a little crazy. I haven't seen him jump like that yet. And I think everybody is kind of noticing that he just looks lazy. He really isn't lazy.
Okay.
He's just tall.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
tall.
smooth.
He got some big ass shorts. He just looks a little lazy, but he's really not. And then you got this game saving block. Like, he can do those things. He just got to come out of his body and do those things for us.
The BI and bench has had that incredible pop. How quickly have you found what BI's looking for in the rhythm between the two of you?
Just lots of film. I'll be in front of him and I'm like, hey, on this play right here, I missed you. How can I make sure I get you the ball right here? Just watching film, asking questions, and then understanding you're playing with a guy that, he's been an all-star. He's been at the highest of levels, and you want the ball in his hands, so you just got to figure out a way to get it to him.
And I think you guys know that, what you need to buy into, but why has it happened so seamlessly? Because it's one thing to say it, but everyone here is doing it.
I think everybody remembers last year. Everybody that was here remembers what the feeling was last year. I mean, we weren't a sad team. We were, a bunch of younger guys that had a bunch of energy but couldn't figure out how to win. And, now that we have a guy who's good at putting the winning plays together, it's our job to get him the ball. So I think everybody's learning how to win, but BI and Scottie are at the forefront of that.
We've been seeing a lot of you and Quickly play share the floor together, kind of 2 point guard lineups. Kind of how did that come about, and sort of what's gone into it and why it's been so good so far?
I think Quick has done an awesome job of being so unselfish this season. So I think coach is kind of rewarding him with, hey, go play with a point guard and you go get your touches too. I think he's been unselfish. He's doing a really good job of leading this team, especially with that first unit. And I think that's like my reward. Is my job to come in and I can be the point guard for you. I can help you a little bit. So it's been really fun, and he gets to not be the point of attack anymore. He gets to actually get some rest so he can go do what he needs to do on the offense end.
What's been the key to sort of developing that chemistry so quickly?
I think me and Quick have had a lot of chemistry, like regardless, even from last year. We got to play a little bit together last year, and it was really fun and it worked. He just was injured at the time. He had a couple of injuries, and then our season kind of went downhill. But I think we saw really good flashes of it, and coach kind of believed in it, so he talked about it, and we went from there.